From the land of the rising sun comes the fiercest fighters, the hardest hits, and the brightest lights in pro wrestling. Joshi isn't just wrestling, it's heart, passion, and rebellion packed into every single match. So lace up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to dive into the world where idols become icons and legends are born in the ring. This is where passion meets punk and wrestling meets pure chaos. Welcome to the Cult of Joshi with your host, Raja and John.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, John.
Hello.
And we are back here again today to talk about some exciting Joshi things that have happened in the past week. And man, we have had an interesting time.
We have had an interesting time. It's not been the week. I mean, listen, man.
We were all set to go and ready to record last night after Dynamite. We were on a high.
Wow.
Kenny Omega just won the world title.
Wow.
We were ready to go.
Listen, this is one that if I had a video, it's like, what would you give Tony Khan? What would you give Tony Khan if you could give him a gift? If you could just let him see something.
Right.
Just see your fandom or see how much you might enjoy the product.
Right.
See something like that firsthand. How could you do it with a letter?
Yeah.
Do you do it with, you're really great with your wordsmith.
Yes.
You could do
I like to write things
an
out.
incredible letter, right?
I could
do it with, some kind of just something, just some promo, right?
Promo about it.
Just whatever. What we couldn't do in mere words is what happened last night. So,
if there were a video, dear Lord.
So I'm going to set the stage, okay? And I appreciate you playing along here.
Yes, because we have to talk about it.
So the names are not changed to protect the innocent. You're going to get the dirty 30 here, folks. You're going to get the actual thing. I got to just tell it like it is. And it's, bottom line and all that stuff, right?
Right.
So, oh my God. So we're watching AEW Dynamite. And spoiler alert, Kenny Omega was going after the world title. If Kenny lost, he can never challenge for the world championship again.
In his career.
And the, MJF, obviously champion. And so the match is persisting. It's a really great match.
It is.
It's a really great match. And there was some good stuff happen in the match, which caused me to stand up. I do that during moments of elation.
Yes. Sometimes it's easier to just stand.
Now, Raja and I were actually enjoying this particular gem from the comfort of a king-size bed. Not even a king-size, but like a super king or whatever.
A California king.
Yeah, big old king-size bed, right? And we have everything, the comforts, the luxury going. So I get up. And by the way, at the end of this bed is a 75-inch television.
Yes.
Okay. And
this is how we like to enjoy our wrestling.
Big surround sound system going. We're pumping. We are pumping. The neighbors know when we're watching wrestling.
It's hard to miss.
So I'm fired up. I stand up and I'm like, hoo-hoo-ha. I am. That's my excited sound.
Yes.
So I'm excited. So I sit down on the end of the headboard. Okay,
the footboard, if you will.
Yeah, the footboard. Yes, the footboard, if you will. Solid oak.
Yeah.
Solid oak.
Solid oak footboard.
Important to know that. So I get on the end of the solid oak footboard.
Yes.
Thing.
We're sitting on the foot of the bed.
Gimmick. I'm on the gimmick. So as I'm sitting on the gimmick, everything's fine. I'm excited, but I'm wearing basketball shorts. So my ass slides down into this divot that's at the bottom of the bed. You guys have a divot at the bottom of your bed?
Between the mattress.
It's either at the bottom or the top, and it screws up your pillows when you have pillows behind you, and every now and then you have to move the pillows and push the mattress up and, try to lodge something in there. So there's an abyss there. The cats go missing a lot, falling in this fucking hole, okay?
It's a problem.
So it's a problem. We know this is a problem. This is a known issue. It is known, Khaleesi.
It is known.
So my ass slides in the fucking hole. So I slide in the hole. And it's all fine. I'm there like a baby getting changed. But it's fine. I'm enjoying this match. She's enjoying the match. And oh, by the way, Mr. Omega overcomes all the odds and wins the belt. It's a wondrous moment. We're excited. Yay.
We're having a great time.
We're having an incredible time. So I look back at Raja and I'm like, do you mind?
I never mind.
So she comes over and I was like, look, I need you right in front of me because I don't think I'm going to get it up otherwise. I tried. So she grabs both my hands. She pulls on me to get up. Do you want to take it from here?
I mean, I can only describe it as a horrifying cracking noise that emitted from the end of this bed, and the entire footboard detaches from the bed and slams into the side of my leg, just full force. And then at that point, I'm still in the way of the footboard, which is falling, so you take it upon yourself to save my leg from further damage and hold the footboard up while you're actively falling
on the footboard.
onto the footboard.
Yeah.
I get out of the way. The footboard hits the floor. You also hit the floor.
Yeah.
It was a time.
So I had to use every leg muscle in my legs to try to hold that thing as my ass is on top of it. It's
not funny.
As it's falling. So the only thing I could do, I went full Joshi. This is how this is a Joshi story.
It's wrestling contingent.
So I literally arch my back and bridge on the bed with my head. I'm holding the perfect bridge.
While I'm limping out of the way.
While my ass cheeks and calves are trying to hold this thing up because I can't do it with my hands.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And it was still going regardless. I was just slowing down the inevitable.
Yes, I got out of the way and then we let it fall.
Then we let it fall and we were both.
It was not good.
As Conor McGregor would say, fooked.
Yeah.
So we were both fooked. And
we were in a state.
It was a state. It was a mess. It looked like a crime scene for a moment. And the only thing we could do was, you know that Family Guy episode where Peter falls down and it's just
it was one of those.
It was that kind of pain. We crawl up and
we like cuddled.
We crawl.
Can't move.
We crawl up and we were just not okay.
Yeah, no.
We were just not okay. I had a numb leg most of the night, which transferred to everywhere, like midway through the night. It's been a whole thing. Like we were going to totally record.
We're very sore and battered and bruised.
We were going to totally record last night, but the one thing I thought of when that was all laying there was these are the things those guys will never know. Like this is the kind of elation.
I mean, it was so exciting and we were having such a good time, and then all of a sudden chaos. And it's so weird too because we put the footboard back and like the hooks that hold it on were not bent or damaged. It's like this thing just detached of its own accord. Like we were able to put it back perfectly fine. The bed's back together. I don't even know how it happened.
I think somebody from TKO showed up.
They're enjoying this too much.
Yeah.
They went under the bed and like lifted the side post so the footboard would fall. Good Lord. It was a time. So yes, so we had to wait until today, the next day, after AEW Dynamite to record this, but we were not going to miss any more time because we're on the clock, boys. The 5-star Grand Prix is coming up fast, so we got to get through this stuff. And we still have one more show this weekend, last show before the 5-star next weekend, but we got to do a preview. We got so much going on, we can't miss a single beat.
No. Our 5-star preview it's kind of our mania.
It is.
The 5-star preview for us is gigantic. It's the big one of the year. And our pay-per-view episodes are always big.
Yeah.
But, even the previews sometimes, but the 5-star previews, it means something to us because, we kind of launched the show.
Yeah. It's so special because 3 years ago, we kind of began this podcast with the 5-star Grand Prix.
Right.
And it's so fun. I'm a little anxious this year because of the way they decided to do the preliminaries and the fact that they are not filling those last 2 spots till a week ahead of the first night. No, I need the information.
No, we like to have it out before then.
Yes, so it's going to be a time crunch, but we're going to get it done for you guys because we love it. We know you love it, but right now we need to talk about what happened this week. Speaking of AEW, there were quite a few things that moved forward in the women's division in AEW, including the the TBS title, Survival of the Fittest, that went down last week on Dynamite, which featured Harley Cameron, Queen Aminata, Micah, Persephone, Hikaru Shida, and Chris Statlander. So a veritable field of killers in that match. And we have a new TBS champion, Miss Hikaru Shida, with a little help from Persephone on the whole Chris Statlander hit with the belt.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of building still going on around that, which is a lot of fun. But Hikaru Shida has now claimed herself as the ace of TBS. So I'm really excited to see what kind of matches she has moving forward.
Yeah, me too.
And then we got a little surprise last week on Collision. We got a rematch between Rina and Athena, which we saw over WrestleMania week when Stardom had their American show. We got that match. And this one was just a step up. It was so good. I really love this match.
It was.
Rina is such a talent.
She is. And I'm glad that we're giving her time to be able to see some of the stuff she can do in a match.
Yeah.
I was worried about that, honestly, that just the way American television is, that there would, look, you got to get it in one segment and not be able to really get her. Because listen, man, that's just the way the Japanese matches are. A Stardom match, you need 12 minutes, really.
Yeah, at least.
to be able to feel the match, to be able to let it breathe. And honestly, you're getting a good dose of Rina. It's hard. Again, the rope difference is difficult for everybody that comes from there. To be able to get past that point. But she's adapted, one of the better ones I've seen adapt.
She has, yeah. She hasn't really seemed to have any trouble with it.
Starlight did really well with it.
Yeah.
I thought she did really well with it. Hazuki's down with the sickness now, too. So
everyone who's come over has seemed to have, they don't seem to have much trouble adapting, and they work so well in and around the AEW women's division. It's so much fun to continue to see the crossover, even after Forbidden Door is over. I love that. And Rina being here, she didn't leave either after this match. Of course, Athena defeated her on Collision. But then
my favorite kind of match.
Last night we had the Casino Gauntlet match, which would determine the number one contender for the AEW Women's World Championship, who would be having a match at Redemption against Tekla. So we had this Casino Gauntlet. It was full of all the stars, but we had a big surprise there at the end with Miss Willow Nightingale making her return to not only enter the gauntlet, but win it.
I love the fact that in this match, Tekla played the role of the sarcastic, YouTube personality. And it was just good. Like, I don't know if she was ever injured.
Yeah, she's just over there making snarky comments the whole time.
I love that take because, and I've seen it online and stuff. And look, yes, she was injured. She was injured. It was thankfully not as bad as what people thought, but they were just taking precautions. And that way you have to change things on the fly to be able to see. And thankfully they have the division that can do that, but I think that they got back around to where they absolutely wanted to be to start with. Mm-hmm. And even though it was a little reversed probably from the path that it would have been.
Yeah, it's a little different than what they thought. But maybe someone was supposed to win the Owen this year and get a title shot that way, but other ways.
Yeah, I think, again, it seems reversed.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It's good. And because we still got it back to where we need to be. And I'm guessing at the pay-per-view coming up, there's going to be, a title change.
You think so? You think it'll be Willow and Mercedes at All In?
I think Willow Mercedes is the match.
It's a story match, that's for sure, because of their past.
Yeah, because of their past, because Mercedes being arguably the biggest female star in the business, and Willow being, Miss AEW.
Beloved.
Yeah, she wears the sash, right?
She does.
I mean, she's Miss AEW. And it's hard to not be behind her as a babyface. Like sometimes when you have like a gigantic show, you never know how the crowd's going to react. Is the crowd going to boo the babyface? Well, if I ever meet the person who's going to boo Willow,
it doesn't sound like something that could be possible.
It's like a kind of a dream because you have the ultimate heel, Ultimo Monet, And she does it so well, right? She
Yeah,
does it so
she
well.
does.
And I love her heelness because it's almost a thing of love that they give her the heel part. You know, they still chant CEO.
Yes, they do.
And but then you
but
have
she's dirty in the ring.
the ultimate baby face, the sting of the women. The how could you turn her heel?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't think you can. I think you could try and say she's a heel. I just don't think Willow's a heel facially.
They did try when she got misted by Julia Hart back in the day, but she did not give in.
I know, but it's definitely, I like where it's at. I like where it's going. And, you know, there's also some exciting other matches out there in the women's division right now and some exciting developments, like team-wise.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, with Mercedes Moné enlisting the help of Divine Dominion. Just the visual of those three together is just so cool.
It was a cool camera shot.
And I was like, yes, I want this. I need this.
Yeah,
Please make this a thing.
I like her having the two heaters, man.
Yeah.
It really makes sense. I liked it back in the day with, you know, Britt having Reba and Rebel, you know.
Yes.
I like having a heater. I like it.
It's just good fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it leads to a lot of things. It does seem like Divine Dominion have their sights possibly set on the Sisters of Sin. We might be seeing that tag team title match coming up in the near future. But I do agree that I think Willow versus Mercedes at All In would be just a headline match. Like, that would be crazy.
What about that bump that Sky Blue took in this match on the steps?
Oh, very reminiscent of her bump in the Emerson Jane match over in Pro Wrestling Eve, which we watched and devoured and absolutely loved.
Dude.
It was fantastic.
We have to give listen, Eve is if you guys aren't watching Eve,
what are you even doing?
What are you even doing? You know, subscribe.
It's so much fun.
Support the ladies. Subscribe to it on YouTube. It's actually got like more bang for its buck.
Yeah.
Than most things will these days.
Absolutely.
It's only like a measly $12.99, right?
Yeah, $12.99 a month, and you get all the live events live, and they also do other members only stuff. So you get a lot of stuff.
And
in
one
there.
of the best parts to the whole thing is every Sunday afternoon, getting to sit there with the actually playing a playlist of people that you may want to come into the.
Yeah, like people recommend Dan matches that he should watch, and he watches, and it's like, maybe we'll bring these people into Eve, and there's a lot of Joshi in there. Like, Eve and Joshi are like hand in hand, honestly. So you always will see some of your favorite Joshi stars over in Pro Wrestling Eve. It's really worth a watch.
And it's got a good AEW connection. So
it does, yeah, because Chris has been over there. Sky Blue now is over there doing hardcore matches, no less. So
seems like she has a passion for that.
It's so much fun. The energy and the vibes are just immaculate. We love Eve.
We do.
Fantastic. But over on the Japanese side of things,
hi.
We had a couple of Stardom shows this past week, including 2 kind of smaller shows and then a Korakuen Hall show.
Yes.
So on the 4th of July, we kicked this show off with a little singles match, and this was one of the preliminary matches to see who would be taking one of the extra spots in the 5-Star Grand Prix. So this match was between Kikyo Furusawa and Matoi Hamabe, and boy, was this just a straight up wrestling match.
Bro, listen. We've talked about it before. We've talked about, you know, how sometimes the camera work, sometimes the ambiance of a house show just really sells the whole freaking Stardom world to me.
It does.
And this was one of those matches. This was just one of those where you could hear it, you could feel it, and they did the close-up camera.
Oh, so nice.
And we sit there and we had this up so loud. And because Raja has this thing, so Raja has little things, right?
I have things.
She has little things, like collarbones. It's a whole long story. But she has her little things. One of her little things is hearing in the start of a match the footwork on the boards.
Oh, it sounds so good.
There's just something she really digs about that.
It's
right?
my wrestling ASMR, I call it.
So in the first of a non-commentary match, you know, they're going at it, and it sounds great. And listen, the camera work on this particular match, they're right up their noses.
Yeah, you can hear the breathing. You can hear their gear like rubbing against each other.
Yeah, you can hear all that. And what you're not going to hear in a match like this is any whispering or anything like that. Because it's all chain mostly. It's just real good work. And man, this had the submissions. It had. Great. It had the reversals. It had everything you want to have in wrestling. It had the struggle that we talk about. Just a really, I'm not saying this is match of the year. It's just a really solid, good, emotional wrestling match.
Yeah, and it has stakes, and it really lends to the future of Stardom and the talent that they have in the game already. And it was very much like Matoi trying to capture an arm, Kikyo trying to capture the ankle. It was very back and forth, very wrestle heavy. Kikyo Furuzawa ended up coming out on top with the ankle lock. She submitted Matoi, so she would be moving on to face the first seed in her side of the little bracket that they created.
Does that surprise you?
It did a little. I honestly thought because Matoi had just joined Stars and we had this whole Ito respect Gundam thing happening with them losing matches and things like that, I kind of thought Matoi was going to win. But I have been wrong before, and I will be again.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the same way. I thought that because the angle with them losing matches, because they're not an official...
an official faction?
Official faction.
Oh my God.
But,
they have been...
Yeah, you guys need to watch the YouTube
hilarious
video of that. But, I thought Matoi was going to do it. But Matoi will have her day.
She will. She's still very new to all this. They all are.
Because of the injury, she is newer than everyone else.
Yeah, she had a lot of time off, so she will get her time. She will be in many a 5-star Grand Prix moving forward in her career. So Kikyo's one step closer to being in the 5-star after this match. Then we moved on to a tag team match. Rion and Maki Ito versus Ruaka and Saya Kamatani. And it was just good fun, honestly. There was a spot in this match where Rion is trying to encourage Maki Ito to dive to the outside. She takes Saya and Ruaka out to the outside and she's like holding them. And Maki climbs up on the corner and her little legs are just shaking. She cannot even fathom standing up on this top rope. It was so funny. And she eventually just got down. I love her so much.
Yeah, she's great at everything, man. She's got the best facials there is.
Yeah, she does. And unfortunately, this continued the IRG losing streak because Ruaka hit Rion with a nasty-looking choke bomb and pinned her. So Hate definitely got one over on the IRG in this match. The next match was a 3-way match. Utami Hayashishita versus Emma Maishima versus Sayaka Kurara. So this was really enjoyable. These, Utami had a couple of these 3-way matches on this weekend, and they have just been so fun to see her work with people that we weren't able to really see her work with before she left. So it's brand new, and it's a lot of fun. This one was really enjoyable. Sayaka actually got the win in this one. She hit Emma Maishima with a spear to pin her. So I was totally expecting Utami to win in this scenario.
Me too. But it was a good win, man. And like you said, it was a lot of fun.
It was. 3-ways in Stardom usually are. The girls just have a great time. In the next match, we saw a 3-way tag team match. So Konami and Momo Watanabe versus Hazuki and Koguma versus Akira Kuragane and Suzu Suzuki. So this was more of a hard-hitting match, for sure. Koguma is on a mission to turn Hate into bears, and like I said on Twitter, I think she might have a better chance of doing it to Hate than she ever did with God's Eye. I just feel like anyone would be easier than God's Eye to turn into bears. Hate are not about it. They do not want to be bears, especially Momo Watanabe. She is don't touch me, which is hard to blame her. But Konami ended up winning this match for her team. She pinned Akira Kuragane after kicking her in the head twice, so like she does. And then, interestingly enough, after the match, Suzu Suzuki kind of flashed the red belt at Momo Watanabe. So I know Momo's been making bold claims about the 5-star, so...
Yeah, Momo's saying that she's going to repeat as a 5-star champ. And, that she's going to change the whole way the 5-star is done and only have former winners or champions, except the future champion. Yeah,
that one doesn't count.
And, because she doesn't want a bunch of weaklings in the tournament anymore. Funny stuff, very Japanese by Momo.
She's just like that.
And, more power to her. She has just as much of a she probably has a better chance than most, honestly.
Yeah, and that's a red belt match I'd very much be interested in, because talk about a brawl, man.
Oh my God, yes, absolutely. I mean, Suzu's basically going on a Legends journey right now.
She is.
And not Legends in the old capacity. I'm talking about current Legends.
Yeah, she's just trying to knock them all out. In the next match, we saw Ane Kanaya, Aya Sakura, Yuna Mizumori, and Natsupoi versus Ronnie Yagami, Hina, Omisori, and Shiri. So this was a little prelude for Natsupoi versus Shiri, their IWGP Championship match, which is coming up. We haven't got to see them mix it up a lot, but they did a little bit in this match. You know, you got so many people in the match, you got to kind of get in and out of there, but we did get to see it a little bit. Omisori ended up pinning Ane Kanaya after a Blue Thunder Bomb to win this match for God's Eye, and then Shiri and Natsupoi had their little face off with the IWGP belt.
I have to talk about something we watched in our own pleasure, right?
Uh-huh.
Because it was just so cool.
Yeah.
And crazy. So we went back when we were watching some old Stardom. And,
having a good time.
And we watched, was it 2016?
Yes.
With Natsumi?
Yes, with Natsumi Maki.
So we watched Natsumi Maki, or Poi.
Yes.
In a tag match, and on the other side of the tag match was Soriano.
Oh, it was so funny because back then they used to do little interviews before the match. So they were showing Natsupoi, Natsumi Maki, and her teammate Arisu Nanase, and they were talking about who they were facing. And as soon as Poi said, I want to pin Soriano and be better than her, never be beat by her, I was like, girl, you haven't changed a bit.
No, I mean, even her hair and that and her outfit, it's so Poi to this day. Like, she's one of those people that just really hasn't changed.
Yeah.
And she doesn't show a bit of age.
No.
Like, sometimes
she looks exactly
when
the
we
same.
go back and look at these things, we're like, oh, look, it's baby Soriano, or it's not like that with Poi. Poi is eternal. Poi always has been,
it's
always
a fairy
will be.
thing, I guess.
And seeing her, seeing Soriano team with little Azumi.
Talk about babies.
My God.
And can we talk about Azumi's army, please?
Dude, Azumi in the blue jean shorts and just being a maybe 60 pound, I don't know.
She's so little.
And even one we watched a year before that, she is just so good.
Yeah.
You forget that, right? And even back then, we would randomly, when they first started Stardom World, we randomly got Stardom. Like, it was more of a random thing. But just seeing her as that small, and it's just amazing.
She was a natural. Like, no confidence issues.
Yeah, dude, just the level of stuff. You know, sometimes we see people that are 14 or 15, and they do decent. We're like, there's a Tiaras, Tony Schiavone, and we're just like, oh yay, way to go, that was awesome. You know, they do the international spot, you're like, oh man, they remembered everything, you know.
Right.
This is not that.
No, she just popped out a seasoned vet. She's so good.
Yeah, this is like it was made in a lab.
Yeah.
And it makes you kind of angry at the same time, right? You get a little bit angry.
Yeah.
And you're just like, why is she not celebrated more? Like,
why has she not had multiple big title reigns?
multiple big title reigns. Not as angry as it makes you trying to watch the Mayu Utani movie
with auto-translated captions.
Holy shit.
Oh no.
We found it on YouTube because we've been wanting to watch this thing for 4 years.
I mean, yeah, it's a Mayu Utani movie.
So we started watching it and I'm like, Raja, you're never going to guess what I found. I found the Mayu Utani. I found Runaway Wrestler. I found it on YouTube, and we can do the auto translate because that's been the thing. Like we even did. I even bought the gimmick to watch stuff internationally, just to watch this stupid movie when it came out.
Yes,
and on Netflix in Japan, right?
Right.
And
but it's in Japanese.
There was no translation option. So, and Raja, God love her, starting up taking Japanese 2 times already, you know.
I'm trying.
We still can't sit and translate to me through the whole movie. So
no. I'm
like, all right, this is freaking fantastic. So we turn it on with the auto translate. It starts working. It's not a good thing. It's leaving out big chunks.
We watched 30 minutes, I think, we were so lost.
Yeah, we made it 30 minutes in. It's just like, no, this ain't gonna work.
Like, you can tell what's happening, but you can't get the depth of it that you want to see out of a movie with the auto translation. It's just not good. If anyone happens to know a source of that movie with real translated English captions, let us know. We want to see it.
And while you're at it, if you have My Dad is a Heel Pro Wrestler the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to see
Any
that
of
one
those.
too.
Like,
but moving on, but out of the fantasy side, the cool part to this was Soriano versus Poi
it was great.
from a decade ago, which is cool.
And Sariano acting her more silly self, which is always fun to see.
I mean, obviously they're eternal foes for real because I think their first match was against each other, right?
Yeah.
In Actress Girls.
Yeah,
I mean,
they started together.
Yeah, so
and they will end together, I
yes,
imagine.
I'm sure.
So, moving on from that match, we had a special singles match where Xena took on Saori Ano. So Xena's on a little, goodbye tour as she's heading up to her final match on July 8th, or her final match with Stardom, for the current run. So she got this singles match with Saori Ano. They're obviously very close. They had an excellent match. Saori Ano beat her with the pottering. It was just good fun. It's kind of bittersweet because Xena's leaving and that this is all sort of a goodbye, but I just love to see these sort of going away tours that they give the wrestlers. It's really sweet.
With Xena, it's been even extra fun because she become a gimmick. And it's a good gimmick.
Amazing.
Loved a gimmick. And as I had somebody tell me a long time ago that had been a real serious wrestler, and then they took on a gimmick, and I got to meet them in the indies after they were already older. Mm-hmm. Not going to say the name of this person because they're still around, but they told me, if I can get paid 3 times as much being this and not have to do a damn thing,
right?
why in the hell would I be that?
It tracks if you're out to make money.
It was one of those things like, kid, why are you in this business?
Right.
Right. It's like, well, and that's what I knew. I'm in it for the wrong reason.
I'm obviously not doing it right.
Because I'm just a fan that still loves wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You need to talk to Makito. She's all about making money.
Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, this
Yes, Xena has been on this little tour, and it's been nice to see, but it's
Raja
sad
pointed out the fact that it's so cool because Xena, instead of the chop, you're getting to see the chop, but you're also getting to see some of Xena's incredible moveset, CM Punk.
When she has time, she's such a good, an amazing match. And we've seen it in the past with matches with, Micah for the title and stuff. Anytime she has that chance to do the singles match and do her entire moveset, it's like, wow, this girl can work.
Yeah, I mean, she puts really emphasis into stuff, right? Anybody can do moves, but she does them well, and she does them at the right time. Her shit makes sense, and I really like seeing her work long matches.
Me too. So the next match was an 8-man match, and it was Mei Seira, Miyu Amasaki, Azumi, and Starlight Kid versus Saida, Hanan, Hanako, and Micah. And this was Starlight Kid and Micah's first match back from their little excursion in America. So we had them back. We had Neo Genesis here, then Little Stars and Hi Mate team up. And of course, this was also a prelude for the Goddess of Stardom tag team title match that was coming up on the 8th. Micah actually got the pin on Azumi in this match with the Michinoku Driver 2, which just further solidified Hi Mate's claim to the titles.
Yeah, and it was cool. A little stick moment at the end of it, talking about both of them being back now, and I love stuff like that.
Welcome back. All the acclaim they get from being in America. Starlight Kid wrestled Tekla for the championship, and Micah was going up for the TBS championship.
What's the same thing here? Somebody flies over for a cup of coffee, and they make it like it's some mysterious ninja adventure. It's just like
not a ninja adventure.
It's like she was in Japan over the last weekend, and she's a different person now.
It's kind of how it is, yeah. Especially when they don't show any footage, it's super mysterious.
She ate the magical udons.
They weren't over there smiling, playing funsies with stars or whatever.
Playing funsies with stars.
That's what I imagine Stars does in their free time.
Of course.
Play funsies. So that brings us to the next show, which was in Osaka Bay on July 5th. And it was the next night. And we started this one off as well with a preliminary match for the empty 5-star Grand Prix spot in the block. So this one was against between Ane Kanaya and Kyoka Kotatsu. So Ane, to her credit, has been working extremely hard to better herself in the ring, but there's something about Kyoka Kotatsu when she gets chances like these opportunities, and her background being so deep. she's something else. She's so good. Like, anytime I get to see Kyoka really go at it, I am so impressed. I'm like, we need more of this immediately.
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously relying heavily on her background because she doesn't have all the wrestling chops yet, but what she does have, and I made this point when Raja and I were watching it, I'm like, look, man, if you have a baseball background and you come in, you should probably finish with a fastball, right?
Yeah.
You should finish with some kind of bump to the head that's just, if you were a punter, right?
Yeah.
When they had, old podcast boy come in and do his wrestling, they had him do the punt kick, right?
Exactly.
Because it just makes sense.
Yeah.
She's got her martial arts and she's believable.
Oh, man.
And she looks like a million. That she's an action star.
Yeah.
She is beautiful. She is 100% such a throwback.
Yeah, she's dangerous.
Just a throwback. Like, I could see her versus the beauty pair. Honestly, it's
totally.
It's like one of those things where she has that kind of aura just dripping off of her.
Yeah.
And so I can't wait to see her progress in her wrestling.
I know. I'm so excited about this, especially because Kyoka won this match.
Crazy.
And of course, we were thinking Ane was going to get her first win
I thought it was
here.
going to be the first win.
I thought it would be the first win.
I have a counter up on the wall. Look at that neon sign over there, Raja. See that? That's days until
It's
Ane
banana
wins.
shaped.
It's always one. Yeah, it's a banana. It's a big banana.
Yes, but Kyoka did submit Ane in this match with a knee bar, and it was a really good match. And now Kyoka will go on to face the first seed in her side of the bracket, so she's one step closer to being in the 5-star Grand Prix this year, and that's kind of exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, it is. It's very exciting. And listen, Ane, more to come on you.
Yes, more to come on Ane Kanaya. The next match was Rion, Kikyo Furusawa, and Maki Ito versus Matsui Hamabe, Saya Ida, and Hanan. So a little Ito Respect Gundam versus Stars here. And surprise, surprise, Maki Ito got the win in this match using the Ito special on poor Matsui, but the IRG won a match all together as
awesome.
a trio. And they did do their little, their move that Maki Ito kind of fudged up last time.
Yeah, she was very careful with it.
Very careful.
Making sure not to fall.
We love her for that, but I was excited. Like, they're finally getting somewhere, and it's really exciting.
Yeah, no, it's such a big deal right now, isn't it?
It is.
Like, they're a big deal.
They are a big deal. They're very popular, and like we said earlier, that whole YouTube thing where they've been harassing Okada with signs and kidnapping employees of Stardom to try to get the IRG to be an official faction.
I always try to notice little things, little things that are big things. And like when Xena, Wes will get to, during her farewell at Korakuen Hall, all the girls came out and Maki Ito was last.
Yeah.
And it's like sort of that place of honor.
Right. It's like this is
the star.
The top dog now.
And maybe it means nothing. Maybe she was, in the bathroom.
Right.
But it felt like it was that level.
You only have to watch how people react to her and all the little girls in the crowd wearing pigtails and plaid. Like, it's obvious that Maki Ito is a big star and the people love her. So
it's like she was
just not run with it.
It really is a nod to where Stardom is right now, domestically in Japan, because they are so like the Fed.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of fans that didn't see her in TJPW or didn't see her in the Indies are getting their full dose, and like you said, a lot of these a lot of these kids are just seeing it, and you can imagine being a little girl. I know that's hard for you to imagine, but you can imagine being a little. Who am I to talk? But you could imagine being a little girl and seeing that and just being like, oh my god,
she sings and dances and has glitter and ruffles.
Yeah,
she's so much fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. And speaking of like new people seeing things, there was like a whole thing with Stardom World over this weekend where they had to stop and do maintenance mid-show because there were so many people watching at the same time. They were like, we can't handle it.
Yeah, you're welcome for the house.
Yeah, I can't imagine what would bring in new eyes to Stardom World. It was a holiday weekend as well, so maybe people just had more time to watch live or whatever, but I think there's something to be said about the the eyes that were on Stardom Talent this past month.
I think that you've had the AEW connection.
Yes.
And I think that you have things like the really interesting booking.
Yes,
exactly. It's been something.
The stories.
There definitely have some stories going on, but I think that bigger than any story is the overlying arch right now that we have going on that's burning our souls every time we watch.
Yeah.
Between
between Aphrodite.
Yeah, and we just want to see it, and just little hints of it. We'll get to it.
Even the littlest little crumb that just you can feed us.
The littlest thing is getting a pop.
Yeah. But speaking of that, the next match was another 3-way match where we had Emma Maishima versus Fua-chan versus Utami Hayashishita. And these past 2 nights have almost been like they're giving Utami like a little step away from hate to kind of like next time you see it, you're going to be even more excited because you haven't seen it in a minute kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Utami's been having these fun 3-way matches with the younger talent. She actually did win this one. She hit Emma Maishima with her massive lariat to pin her. So this was a lot of fun. Fua-chan in any setting is a lot of fun.
Always.
She's so energetic, and you can tell she really was excited to work alongside Utami or against her in this case.
I think Fua-chan's excited to put underarm deodorant on.
To wake up in the morning. Yeah. She just wakes up and does that little kick like in her entrance. The next match was a 6-man match. We had Ai Sakura, Yuna Mizumori, and Natsupoi versus Rani Agami, Hina, and Ami Sourei. And this one was very interesting because Aya Sakura rolled up Hina for the pin very unexpectedly. And as soon as she did that, as soon as she rolled her up and pinned her, the guns came out. The freaking Cosmic Carnival started heating up again.
Yeah.
They were just like on it immediately.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
They are obviously want another shot at the Artists of Stardom titles.
We're in trouble. Cosmic Carnival is back, and
it's like, why? What happened? It's so fast.
It was funny. The pinfall happened before we saw the gun. Raj is like, oh no.
I was like, oh no, it's the Cosmic Carnival.
Yeah. Good call, by the way.
I love them so much. And if they get another shot at those trios belts, all the more fun for us.
It's Japan, baby. They have to get a shot.
The next match was another singles match for Xena, and this one was against Shiri. And man, if you thought the Sariano match was good, this one was like, kind of blew my mind. It was really an excellent match. Shiri beat Xena with her Emerald Flosion. There were only 3 minutes left in the match. I thought we were going to hit the time limit. I was like, well, we're running out of time here. But Shiri did end up winning. And then we had a cute little moment with Xena and Shiri, and they also invited Sariano out as well. And Xena was like chopping everybody, you know. It was like a little goodbye chops.
It was great. It was a lot of fun.
It was. It's still, I don't know. It just makes me sad because I know how close all the girls are, and it's like you're kind of leaving home, away from home a little bit.
But she's not sad. I mean, she's going to a better place.
I love the way you put that. She's going to a better place.
I mean, she's going to be happy.
I know.
You know, and I think that I would listen. It's not from a place of knowledge or anything I've heard.
Right.
But it seems kind of obvious where she's going to go.
Yeah. If you use common sense and logic, it seems like she's going to AAA.
I mean, and good for her, man. That could be a hell of a...
Matt, that's a great career move.
It could be a hell of a thing for her.
Yeah, I agree completely. Like, I'm not sad in the sense that I think it's like she's gonna be not doing anything. I'm sad in the sense that we won't get to see her against the Stardom girls for at least a while. So I just enjoy the matches. The next match was an 8-man match: Hanako, Maika, Hazuki, and Koguma versus Mei Seira, Starlight Kid, Miyu Amasaki, and Azumi. So this was another prelude for the Goddess of Stardom tag team title match, and it featured 3 of the biggest tag teams in Stardom across the 8 people that are in it. And Neo Genesis actually picked up the win in this one. Azumi hit Maika with the Canadian Destroyer to pin her and got back the win from the night before. So they're all even Stevens heading into Korakuen Hall.
Yeah, really good match though. A lot of action.
It was, yes. Neo Genesis has been rocking on all cylinders since they all came together as a team. And the main event of this night was Ruaka Konami, Momo Watanabe, and Saya Kamatani versus Sayaka Kurara, Sariano, Akira Kuragane, and Suzu Suzuki. a few interesting things here. Sayaka Kurara and Suzu Suzuki on the same team? Question mark?
Pretty weird.
I was like confused by that, but also I feel like Sayaka would be like, yes, okay, I'll team up with Suzu. She makes me stronger and makes me more of a good wrestler. Like, I just feel like that's her mindset. During this match, Akira Kuragane actually ended up shoving Momo Watanabe into Saya Kamatani, and they just got into it. Like, they just started straight up throwing hands for a minute until they remembered they were in a match. So this is starting to really hit a boiling point between them.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a volcano about ready to blow. All the signs are there. People are getting, their skin burned off in swimming holes.
Yes.
It's, there's rumblings. Grandma won't leave the mountain. It's one of those kind of things happening.
We all know it's about to implode.
We're doing the warnings.
Yeah.
We're doing the warnings. Pierce Bronson is here, like, warning people, man. I'm telling you, I'm doing it real big. Is it Pierce Bronson or was it Tommy Lee Jones?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It might be Tommy Lee Jones. You know what? Never mind. Just don't worry about what I'm talking about. It's a stupid movie that's in my head right now, and it's somehow correlated to this.
I mean, I believe you 100%.
To the eventuality of this thing exploding like a volcano.
I got you. But even though Hate won this match, Momo ended up pinning Akira Kuragane with the B driver. Saya and Momo still exited the ring and the arena, like, going their separate ways. So obviously, Momo and Saya are they're not seeing eye to eye whatsoever in this case. So I think it's not going to be long.
I still don't know which way it's going to go, though. I don't know if we're looking at an Utami turn or we're looking at a Momo turn.
There's so many ways it could go.
Very strange. Saya seems more angry with all of Hate.
Yeah, just with the situation in general. And, like, I think she's probably most frustrated with herself. And she's kind of taking that out on her faction.
Because, though, of letting the steam release, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure that we see a breakup. I'm not purely convinced that Utami doesn't join them.
Yeah, she totally could. It's crazy to think about because it's Utami, right? And, like, thinking about her going to the dark side is a little crazy, but her teammates are on there. So, maybe she can find some justification for it.
She really could if she was, like, just playing about being nice.
She just playing happy and patty cakes this whole time.
I don't know, dude. I'll be down with it regardless.
Yes. Something's going to explode and something else is going to be put back together. We just don't know in what combination yet.
Yes.
Because we could have Queen's Quest back. We could have Aphrodite back. We could have Utami joining Hate. Anything could happen.
Okay.
And we're so here for the ride. But that brings us to the July 8th show at Korakuen Hall. And this was a really fun night. It went really quickly. Like, it was just over before you knew it. This one kicked off with Xena's final Stardom match against Waka Tsukiyama. And this was basically just one big love letter to Xena, saying goodbye from all of the girls. Xena had a very long segment of chopping Waka on the ass. It was that's what it was. And when Daichi tried to get involved, he also got chopped, not on the ass, on the chest.
Thank you, God.
And he went down like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
And then the entire roster, except for Hate, came into the ring and started running into Xena in the corner. Some of them gave her the moves, some of them gave her hugs. It was all very fun and sweet. And then Okada himself came up and got in the ring. He opened his shirt to allow Xena to chop him multiple times. So if that isn't a fun goodbye, I don't know what is.
Okada once again positioning himself as the best boss in wrestling.
He clearly cares, like, a lot.
The guy's just a gem, dude.
He is.
Mean, since day one, I was a fan. I was literally a fan. Like, when we were in Philly, I just loved how he interacted with the girls even then.
Yeah.
That early.
You can tell that he's part of the family.
Yeah, I mean, I respect the fact that the guy that I watched take his shoes off, get in the ring, and not have his footing. He was like a greenhorn on a pirate ship.
Yeah.
The very first day when they're like trying to walk around and throwing up and stuff.
Right.
You remember how nervous he was to stand in that ring?
When he first got the job, yeah. He just couldn't, it was like he couldn't even control himself.
That very first time. And after that awkward little boy has become like he's learned how to work.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally knows how to work.
He's gotten involved in multiple matches and hit multiple moves.
It's just a breath of fresh air. It's like
it is.
I really enjoy having someone that's present like he is.
Yeah.
That you get to see enjoy the matches. That someone who literally genuinely seems like they're a wrestling fan.
Yeah, like they love it and they want to make sure we're all enjoying it as well.
Yeah, I love it.
Waka actually ended up winning this match. She hit Xena with a German suplex hold to pin her and send her off with a little sad goodbye. Waka was already in tears by the end of it. So we got all of EXV up in there to say goodbye, except for Mina, but Xena did throw out a little shout out to Mina Shirakawa in the ring, talking about Mina bringing her in to begin with and giving her her start in Stardom. It was very sweet, and she will be missed in Stardom, but I wish her all the best. She's gonna kill it wherever she goes.
There you go. There's the COJ clap.
Yes, the COJ clap. The next match was a three-way match where we saw Fukigen Death versus Rini Yamashita versus Hanan. What do you think of that? How about that?
so thank you, Tony. How about that? I think that's one of the most cockamamie, crazy, insane, head-scratching matches that I've seen on a card in a long time.
It's crazy.
Totally down for it.
It was so much fun too. I mean, we hit all the hits in this one with Fukigen Death spots and Hanan winning the match with 17. You know, it was just a good time. And sometimes it's fun to have these matchups that you don't usually get to see.
No, it was a lot of fun, dude. I like weird off-the-wall crap.
Me too. And it keeps things fresh.
It does.
The next match was Rion Kiko Furusawa and Maki Ito versus Emma Maishima, Mei Seira, and Starlight Kid. And let me tell you something right now. Maki Ito and Starlight Kid are a match made in heaven. They're so good together.
Yeah, they are. They belong in a program.
They do. They're hilarious together. In this match in particular, Maki went for her cutest in the world spot in the corner, and she was unable to get it because Starlight moved, and then Starlight Kid did the same spot in the corner. So to get back at her, Maki Ito hit, I'm doing air quotes, hit the SLK standing moonsault, which was actually just her crouching like she was going to do a moonsault and then hitting a Kokeshi headbutt.
Yeah, no, this was great. It was funny. It was just fun. It was just good fun.
It was.
And
Neo Genesis actually won this match. There was a really cool move that May and Emma hit together.
That's what I was going to say. Like, the match was fun up until seeing one of the most innovative, coolest things I've seen in a minute.
It was a heart attack, like the tag team move where May had Rion up in the heart attack position, but Emma hit her with a sling blade out of that position, and it looked so smooth.
Yeah, Emma's got one of the best sling blades. To be a newer move that she's done, she's got one of the better sling blades out there.
It's like she just discovered she could do it one day, and she was like, oh man.
I mean, sometimes it doesn't look so good, like, God love her. I don't want to talk bad about her, but Mina, hers looks like somebody throwing spaghetti on, on a...
Not everyone can do a perfect sling blade.
No, it doesn't ever really hit right.
Right. It's not that... Emma's is so crisp.
Yeah, the perfect part to sling blade, and I think Penta always had the best.
Yeah.
Is you can see piece by piece. It's like a 3-step thing, and you can see it in steps. When somebody does it slow, stops time.
Yeah.
And it's like hook, spin, hook.
It's so good.
Yeah, it looks
Emma
great.
just found it. She found it, she picked it up, she put it in her bag. I'm so glad she's been using it. May actually won this match. She submitted Rion, so the IRG taking another loss. But before this show even started, the Ito Respect Gunden announced their IRG Summit coming up in September. So exciting things on the horizon for the Ito Respect Gunden, even though they still are not an official faction. But hopefully they will be soon. Hopefully Okada will come to his senses and make the IRG an official faction because they deserve it. They're one of the fan favorites. And it shows with all the cheering. The next match was a 4-way tag team match. So we had Konami and Momo Watanabe versus Fuwa-chan and Utami Hayashishita versus Hazuki and Koguma versus Matoi Hamabe and Saya Ida. And of course there was craziness in this match. It's 4 tag teams going at it. There was just action everywhere. But the moment that this match kind of shifted was when Utami Hayashishita and Momo Watanabe stepped in the ring together.
Oh my God.
The way the crowd reacted to these two facing off, like all of a sudden, like things were happening and going on, then these two just naturally get in the ring at the same time and they're face to face. Crowd loses their marbles.
It was the most excited the crowd was all night.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a huge payoff. It didn't last very long. But you're right. I mean, as soon as that potential was there, people lost their ever-loving mind.
It was amazing.
I think there's a lot here. I think that, you do need to progress it a little every show. Have something for the people.
Step by step.
Even if it's just a view, even if it's just a wink, even if it's just something, because it's hot. I mean, and they're milking it.
Yeah.
They're absolutely milking it. And, I think it's there to be milked though right now.
Yeah, and I think this interaction in particular really proves that the thing that the fans are most invested in is a Queen's Quest-centric story, not necessarily just Utami versus Saya, because Saya wasn't even in this match, but the moment two former Queen's Quest members face off in the ring like this, it's like fireworks go off.
It's funny because there was a long time that they were in the same federation.
I know.
And, was not in Queen's Quest together, that this wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, no.
But just because of the potential and the absence, and the absence makes the heart grow fonder of the thought of Queen's Quest. And I think people want more from Momo, and I think people remember fondly to Momo Queen's Quest days.
Yeah, and all the success she had.
The success. I mean, when we go back and watch, we're just like, this faction was just an amazing faction.
Just spectacular.
A
lot of people's favorite faction.
Well, and for good reason. A lot of times when you lose an incredible leader, it's never the same.
Yeah.
But then you get more incredible leaders.
Yeah.
I mean...
yeah, Queen's Quest always had that great leader.
Yeah.
Whether it was Io or Momo or Utami.
Should have been...
Or it should have been
Azumi.
Like, we won't get into that right now. But yes, that moment was just fireworks. There was another really cool move in this match, another cool tag team move, where Utami hit a lariat that turned an almost B driver from Momo into a code red. Like, she hit the lariat and allowed Matoi to turn Momo over into a code red. It was crazy.
It was.
It was amazing. Hazuki and Koguma won this match. Hazuki pinned Matoi to win. So, I guess all that confusion and craziness with the Queen's Quest stuff kind of distracted everyone else. They didn't know what was going on. Hazuki was able to steal the win.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird with her leaving.
It is, but she's only leaving for a little while.
I know.
And Koguma being sad lately backstage, saying that she's doing like the snap with the W. She's like, FWC's breaking apart, and Hazuki's like, I'm just going for a little while. Poor Koguma.
Yeah.
She loves her tag team. The next match was a big 10-man match. We had Kyoka Kutatsu, Ronnie Yagami, Lady C, Hina, Amisori, and Shiri versus Ane Kanaya, Aya Sakura, Yuna Mizumori, Sariano, and Natsupoi. So the full strength of God's Eye versus the full strength of Cosmic Angels. And not just the full strength of Cosmic Angels, but the dancing Cosmic Angels.
Oh my God.
They did the thing.
We're so excited on this. Like, way more excited than we should have been.
Yeah, they came out and they started hurrying to the ring, and we were like, oh, wait. We're like grabbing each other. We're like, it's happening.
and it did. And damn it, I was glad to see it happen.
Me too.
Good job, Captain.
Good job, Captain Aya.
To make sure this happened. But, one thing about this match, and I know we're getting ready to talk about the match, Ane Kanaya, and I know we tweeted this, but Ane Kanaya, it's so weird. It's honestly eerie. And we've talked about the Tam, how she looks like Tam and stuff, but it's more than that, guys. It's like Ane Kanaya was always in Cosmic Angels. Mm-hmm. It's not like she's the new member. There's people that stick out and is still sticking out, but then there's Ane Kanaya that looks like a damn Cosmic Angel, feels like a Cosmic Angel, smells like a Cosmic Angel,
dances like a Cosmic Angel.
Dances like a Cosmic Angel. She's just naturally a Cosmic Angel, has the incredible facials of a Cosmic Angel.
Yeah.
Like, it's the most natural fit that there's ever been.
Yeah, it's crazy how perfectly she married into the faction. And it's just like nothing else would have made sense for her.
I hope they see that.
I think they do. I think they understand.
I hope they see how special she seems like she is. Mm-hmm. I really want... Nobody's even mentioning the losing streak, really.
I know, like, we haven't really had anyone talk about, like, oh, Anne, you've lost every match. Well, I mean, she's won matches with her teams, but she hasn't won her on her own. She hasn't pinned anyone. She hasn't submitted anyone. So, I mean, that sometimes people pick up on that, and they're like, maybe you don't deserve a place or whatever, but...
No, it's not even been a conversation.
No, it's kind of just been off on
It's like our own little storyline.
It's in our head. We're always like, this is going to be Anne Kanaya's first win right here every single time. And every single time, we're let down.
That's okay. Saida had that moment for a while, too.
She did, yeah. We saw it even with Waka back in the day. Waka Tsukiyama took forever to get her first win. God love her. And the Cosmic Angels, you know what? They loved her anyway.
They did.
But this match, like you said, was crazy fun. So much energy because of how many people are in it. And the ending. The finish to this match where Natsupoi hit Rana Yagami with Made in Japan.
Oh, very cool, dude.
I was not expecting that. And when it happened, we were like, oh my god, that was the Made in Japan. And like, her and Shiri facing off immediately, and like, she's gonna pull that out. I don't know if she's gonna go full Last of the Dragon, but that's a really cool inclusion to her moveset. I hope she
does go Last of the Dragon.
in the title match.
Yeah. I think it's really cool. I love Serious Poi.
Yeah.
And it's been way too long since we had Poi that mattered. Mm-hmm. And I'm very excited about it, like, you know, because she in a featured match, it doesn't get better than Natsupoi.
No.
And it doesn't get better than Sherry when she is pissed off.
Oh, Sherry's had a legendary run with this IWGP belt.
Yeah, so this is going to be a fantastic... I'm really excited about this match.
I am too. We don't have to wait long for it because it's main eventing night one of the 5-star Grand Prix. Yeah. So it's coming up fast.
Yeah.
And I think it's so cool to have a title match on the end there. So it's not all just normal block matches, I guess, which are still exciting. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm all for it. But it's kind of cool to have an IWGP championship match at the end of the night. Like, crazy.
Agreed.
The next match was a 6-man match. Akira Kurogane, Itsuki Aoki, and Suzu Suzuki took on Azusa Inaba, Ruaka, and Saya Kamatani. And the highlight of this match for me was definitely the Ruaka, Itsuki Aoki moments. Itsuki just wanted to face Ruaka so bad. Like, she tried to lure her in at first, and then when Ruaka switched with Azusa, the look on Itsuki's face was so funny. She was just like, really? Really? And then Ruaka trying to do her little, like, look over there and then punch you. At first, Itsuki didn't look. Then when she did look, she ended up catching Ruaka's fist when she tried to punch her. It was just so good.
It was.
They had great chemistry.
It was great. I mean, it's fun to see those little things build into it. And Suzuki Aoki's always awesome.
She is. She's so awesome. I'm so glad she's in the 5-star Grand Prix this year.
Me too.
But another really cool moment in this match, another big reaction from the crowd came when Suzu Suzuki got in the ring with Saya Kamatani. And I think that really speaks volumes to how badly everyone wants Saya back in the red belt picture. Like, even if she's just brushing slightly against where the red belt is, they're like, yes, give more.
Yeah, it's exactly what we're talking about with other things, with little moments that you have to gauge the fans' reaction on. If it's almost like taking the best poll you can.
Yeah.
I mean, when there's even a thought of having her back in the title picture, people lose their minds.
They do. And of course, we've got the 5-star coming up, and anything could happen in the 5-star Grand Prix. Anyone could win. Anyone could get that big championship spot. But Saya Kamatani back in the red belt picture would not go amiss, I don't think.
No.
She did win this match, Saya Kamatani. She hit Akira Kurogane with the Star Crusher to win this one for Hate. But just some interesting things going on in and around the title picture with the 5-star coming up. I really love it. It's just been so much fun.
Yeah, it's the best time of year.
And in the main event of this show, for the Goddess of Stardom tag team titles, we had Miyu Amasaki and Azumi defending against Hanako and Maika. And of course, these two teams, they know each other very well. They've been going out to eat and drink together, like, leading up to this match. And then Azumi promised drinks after the match, of course. She's a good host. But this was very much the, like, bigger team versus the smaller, faster team. They work that dynamic extremely well. These two teams do. But in the end, Azumi and Miyu Amasaki did a double stalling DDT on Hanako, and then Miyu Amasaki hit an avalanche tensai. An avalanche tensai from the ropes.
Fucking, it's just insane.
On Hanako.
Yeah.
She just drilled her face right into the mat.
It was the only thing she could do.
That was crazy.
It's the
Like,
only-
what was she thinking?
Well, she thought she wanted to win.
They did win.
Yes.
This won the match.
Yes.
But I saw that and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, it was impressive.
It was crazy. So, Azumi and Miyu Amasaki are still the Goddess of Stardom champions. They all had a drink together afterward, of course. Be it like they do. But it was a good match, and I don't think Hanako and Maika are done with the tag team division by any stretch of the imagination, but they didn't get it done this time.
No.
So they're going to have to just let someone else have a turn.
And listen, O2 line gear.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so pretty.
The damn tag team gear is so awesome.
It is. It's some of the best gear
I
that
love
I've
that.
seen.
I love that team.
I do too. O2 line is so fun. I'm glad they stuck it out.
Yeah,
and through all the tribulations.
I'm glad they're getting their love, man.
So, coming up, we have one more show before the 5-Star Grand Prix starts on July 11th in Fuji, and they have released the full card for this show. So, on the 11th, we will see Ane Kanaya and Natsupoi versus Hina and Shiri. One last little prelude for Shiri and Natsupoi there. Akira Kuragane versus Kyoka Kotatsu, to see which of them will be in the 5-Star Grand Prix this year. Emma Maishima versus Kikyo Furusawa, to see which of them will be in the 5-Star Grand Prix this year. Tomoka Inaba, Lady C, and Ami Sori versus Fukigen Death, Konami, and Momo Watanabe. Waka Tsukiyama, Koguma, Suzu Suzuki, and Utami Hayashishita versus Miyu Amasaki, Azumi, Mei Seira, and Starlight Kid. Aya Sakura, Sayaka Kurara, Yuna Mizumori, and Saoriano versus Rion, Maki Ito, Hanako, and Maika. And in the main event, Azusa Inaba, Ruaka, and Saya Kamatani versus Matsui Hamabe, Saya Ida, and Hanan. So really fun night of matches on that one. And I can't wait to see who fills those last two slots for the 5-Star Grand Prix. I'm really excited.
Do you have any thoughts?
It's hard because all four of these girls kind of deserve a spot, but if I had to pick two, just off the top of my head, I would probably say it's going to be Akira and Kikyo. Probably.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Like, if they could surprise me, totally, but that's who I would think would end up winning.
I wouldn't have thought Kikyo, but now I do.
Yeah, after that match with Matsui, it kind of makes sense.
I think it'll be Kikyo. And I also think that she has a hell of an upside, and she has a lot of mat stuff that she can do.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to have a 5-star match...
She's definitely different.
She's 5-star built.
She is. She can surprise people, right?
Yeah. I think that she's got like the work the leg thing. She's got the...
She can take it out of you.
Yeah. Basically, Akira's match is going to be kind of the same match every time for the most part. You know? I think Kikyo, you can throw it on the legs. You can throw it on with just her selling. You can, there's a few different things you can do there. So
I agree completely. Yeah, I think Akira and Kikyo are definitely the two that will most probably get in. But if Kyoka or Emma end up in there, I'm not going to be upset about it in the least.
You can't lose on any of them.
No, and what I really loved about these preliminaries was that out of the 6 girls that were in them, every single faction was represented. And the only faction in Stardom that didn't have a young girl in these preliminaries was Hate, who don't tend to trend toward bringing in the rookies to their faction, which just made me think I really want a rookie to come along who really wants to be in Hate and nothing else.
Yeah, that would be really cool to have someone that they mistreat.
their young girl that they make do all their chores and stuff.
Yeah,
that would be the way it would be. But this whole week was really fun between AEW and Stardom. Not what happened to us, the embarrassment and pain that we experienced. last night. But we are still trucking forward, and we will have so much more to come, including our 5-star Grand Prix preview. So make sure you keep your eye peeled for that, because it's going to be awesome. We can't wait for the tournament this year. So we hope you guys are just as excited as we are. Let us know what you thought about all of this stuff that we talked about today, or anything else you want to talk about. We love hearing from you guys. Make sure you're following us at Cult of Joshi on X, on Instagram, on Facebook. Subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel. Give this video a like, all that fun stuff. But that's all we have for you today. I'm Raja. He's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi.
Bye.